Hi,
Hello.
how are
Oh
you?
gosh, it's shaking. I'm good. I'm great.
Great.
Yeah, sure. Love. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know.
I
Don't
mean,
answer that question.
what's new?
Well, I don't know that much is like new per se.
Okay, let's just go home.
Okay, bye. Good to see you.
Welcome to Disrespectfully
With Katie Maloney.
and Dayna Cathan.
Unapologetically.
We're here to do what we want to do.
Spilling the tea.
Babe, you're going to see the power of women. Like,
Disrespectfully. Do you know what is like really bothering me right now though?
No, tell me immediately.
Because I can't get dressed in the morning. Do you know when you just feel like so uninspired? Like you go and you just like look in your closet and you're just like, I hate all of this. Like I don't like, you're like a t-shirt with what?
Which is
Pants
so
with
crazy
what?
because you have
I know,
so much
I know,
shit.
but you know when you're just like, I just don't know how to like put anything together, and I like put on like a top and pants, and I'm just like, this looks stupid. Like I feel like there's like there's periods of times where you're just like getting like very inventive with like outfits, and you're like, this is cool. Like you have just like a cool like outfit on. Like I feel like I look just like so basic, and it's just not like myself. But I just feel so uninspired to get dressed.
I feel like more often than not, I plan an outfit in my head and then I put it on and it's the dumbest looking outfit I've
I
ever
can't
seen
even
in my
do
life.
that though right now, which
That
is
hap-
like really bothering me.
Well, it's also not like you. What's
I
happening?
know. I don't.
Why are you off
I,
your access?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling like. I'm going through a phase where I'm just like, I don't know like what my vibe is right now. I even like went into like a shop yesterday just to like see like be inspired by like new stuff. I go on like Pinterest and like Instagram and all that just to like be inspired, but nothing is like hitting me. I just feel like I don't even know like what I want to dress like right now.
Wait, you went to the shop, the sandwich shop?
No, like
I was
I
like,
went
what?
to a
You got
store.
inspired by prosciutto? What the fuck are you talking about? Which shop? Where'd you
Right
go?
now I'm deeply inspired by sandwiches. I went to Free People, but like just like I don't know. Do you don't ever go through this?
All the time, but I'm just like, I can't picture you going through that because you're so good at it. I did have, this was an in the head outfit this morning. Like I was about to be late because I was having the coziest snooze. And I put a pair of tights on that I thought was my only pair of tights because you can't tell right now. It looks like I'm just not wearing pants. I have a skirt on, but it's short when I sit. And I put them on and there was a run from here to here. And so what I did was I took them off and flipped them around so the butt part was on the front and then there was a run from here to here. And I was like, what forest was I traipsing through when I last wore these fucking tights? And then I rummaged around and under some old receipts in my underwear drawer, which why are they in there? I found a brand new pair of tights, which is these. So then I threw it on and I was like, okay, yeah, this is cute. But that's rare for me. I feel like I'm always coming in here knowing that you're going to bring it. And ever since I got out of my leggings drawer phase, I've just been behind the 8 ball.
I feel like it's always kind of like an end of the season thing. Well, it's not even end of the season where it's like it's just been hot for like way too long, and I'm just tired of like re-wearing the same thing. It's just like I'm like, all right, it's been hot for too long. I don't have any more ideas. I don't want to keep dressing for this weather anymore. I'm not tan anymore, so I don't want to have to like keep wearing bare legs because I just have like chicken, like raw chicken,
The raw chicken skin. Oh no.
You know?
That raw chicken skin is back. Goosebumps and all.
I want to be in a different mindset with a different approach to getting dressed, and I just can't. I don't know. Maybe I need to like reorganize my closet and like merchandise it so it's like the stuff I like really want to wear is just like in eye shot. So like I have a different sort of view, vantage point. You know,
I think that is a true thing because sometimes you forget what you have, and you are very good at reimagining things and like styling them different. I am trying to get better at styling because I have a lot of great pieces, but then I just don't execute it right and I wear the same 4 things to your point. So I do think that something I just did because I bought some clothes for I don't really, because I have, and like shoes, I just needed like the jacket and stuff. Oh, my leather jacket arrived. It sucked. Sent it back. I bought a men's Zara leather jacket last night. So hopefully it looks good, but I'm scared. I'm like running out of hope for the leather jacket before this trip. But I cleaned everything out. I threw away some things that I know I'm just never going to wear. And then I got a few new tops. However, the black section of my closet is 80% of what I wear. And the problem with that is how many different fonts of black shirt can you have? Long sleeve, short sleeve, tank top. I have every different type of shirt just in black. So I have been thinking about introducing a little bit of color. But for me, I saw this cute like knit outfit that was a knit sweater with a knit matching skirt on Zara that was gray. I don't know. I'm just like not a color person per se, but I do feel like I need a shakeup to happen. So I just don't know how.
Yeah, it's I like my colors that I like are like pink, which is weird because I'm not like a. I always say like I'm not a pink person, but I gravitate towards
you
pink.
dabble in some pink.
Yeah, I think I just need to like take sort of like the mid section of my closet and make that sort of like these are the clothes I'm going to wear, and not stick to like organizing it by like colors or types, but just like these are the clothes that you're going to wear, and like have it just be those are the most accessible ones because it'll make getting dressed easier anyways. But that's
you look great.
That's been like my struggle.
I mean, I admire the way that you do wear color sometimes. Like you wear a lot of black too, but you do sometimes you'll just pop out in an outfit like this and I'm like, it looks good. It looks great on you. Great color.
Thanks. I'm feeling.
Did you get that shirt yesterday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You sure did.
Because I was just I don't know. I saw it and I was like, oh, color. Pink.
Well, my Halloween costume is a color.
Yeah. It's good.
It's a bright color. It's good. I was last night, all the components arrived for my Halloween costume and I tried them all on and I'm very excited about it.
It's so weird to see you with black hair.
I know. It's crazy. This costume requires a wig and I can't wait to style it because there's a few things left that I need to do for it, but I put it all on and because what I was worried about for this costume was I envisioned it in my head, just like we were talking about, but then when you get it, if it all doesn't make sense, and I got it on the first try. I love all of it. I'm very excited this year. I feel like I sound like a broken record. I just love Halloween. It is truly my favorite holiday. It always has been. I decorated like a week ago or so my house is spooky. I was talking to Floor about hosting now that I got that new TV, which I need to get hung, but I have a giant TV coming. So remember when we did a few years ago, like I did the spooky snacks and like hosted a movie night? I want to do that. I
have a contact if you need someone to come.
She sent me one too. The TV's at Raleigh's and we tried to shove it in my car yesterday. It wouldn't fit. It's a ludicrously capacious bag.
Capacious bag. Okay.
So yeah, but I'm really excited to get it. And the chicklet is just so embarrassing to have people come watch television on. I'm like, we need binoculars.
So you want to host what?
Just a movie night. Just like scary movies. I mean, also here's the thing. Scary movies is a year-round thing for me, but excited that they're in season. So people are more amenable. That's why I said like me and Logan watched The Exorcist the other day. He fucking loves The Exorcist. He was so obsessed with it when he was 12. And he told me his whole story about like watching it on a TV in a closet, like Signs, and like really scared of it, but really obsessed with it. Wait, have you heard of Demi Moore's new movie?
Oh, Substance? I want to watch that.
Okay, wait, is it out?
Yeah, it's in theaters. Yeah.
Okay, I am dying to see it, but people were recording themselves like before and after, and this guy threw up, and they've been saying that it aired at, I don't know if it was the Tribeca Film Festival, whatever film festival just happened, that people were leaving midway through because it was so fucked up, but I have a very high threshold.
Well, I know, but also when people like say that,
they said that about Long Legs.
But like, no, people will like say these types of reviews, and then I watch it and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know if that says anything about me, but like. No,
it does. I literally, Long Legs, I was like waiting for the moment. I was like, okay, there's nothing, because people were saying they were walking out of that too. And I was like.
What's your favorite like overall like classic or time, like scary movie and newer scary movie that you've seen?
Overall classic, I don't know if this counts as a scary movie, but it scared people really bad when it came out. Jaws. Like that's not a scary movie, but it scared people. I would say old school.
Like horror genre.
Okay, my old school would be The Exorcist probably, but a newer movie that I know you also are obsessed with, which is scared me as much as a movie can. I don't even think I'm capable of like really feeling terror. As Above, So Below is so fucking well done. If you haven't seen it, and now that I'm going to Paris and we're doing the Catacombs.
Oh, I'm so excited that you're doing Catacombs.
I haven't seen the Catacombs since I saw that movie, and so I'm really excited to like boot and scoot through it. And I would say Signs is another big one for me, and The Ring.
Oh, The Ring was so scary.
You tell me.
As far as like just classic scary movies, The Shining is like that's a perfect movie.
She's that bitch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They're not classic, but like they're fun movies. Like I love watching like the Scream movies.
Oh, love.
They're fun.
Fun.
They're fun.
I Know Who You Killed Last Summer.
Yeah, like those ones.
I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did last summer. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, like The Exorcist is great, and then I love like the what are the ones? Why can I never like the ones with the husband and wife that go in and they like
The Omen, there's Insidious.
Insidious.
The Insidious
I'm like,
series, yes.
why wouldn't I bring
love-
this up? Do I always forget that? I always watch those movies on planes because they're so scary that I have to watch them like with people around and like it's late. I always watch those on planes because they're really scary to me and I like need to like, or I watch them like in the morning. I can't watch them like at night before like bed or anything.
Oh, I
and
can.
my like
I can and I do.
a newer scary movie for me that I really enjoyed was that we watched it together, Barbarian.
Yeah, that was good.
That one was really good. It was just like a fun, like they really did the damn thing with that.
I enjoyed that. It wasn't terrifying by any means. It was definitely more in like the fun category. This is kind of a random one. Have you seen the Babadook?
Babadook?
That was
creepy.
That was good. It was creepy. Again, I implore you, please, and people will always, whenever the conversation about scary movies comes up or horror,
Not the
horror, the horror, they're always like foreign films, because I do believe that they, you know, have freakier shit. But like, I don't know, just like a good old fashioned scary horror movie. I implore you. I mean, I've seen like most of them, but if you have something that you really think is terrifying, write it in, because I want to feel terrified. I can't remember the last time I felt that way in a movie.
Do you remember how I remember going and watching this movie and it was so like cutting edge for the time and really scary, and I haven't watched it in a really long time, but I'm wondering what it would be like to watch it like now. Remember Blair Witch Project? And
I watched it on Christmas 2 years ago.
How was it? Was it watching it? Because I couldn't tell you the last time I watched it, but what is it?
Oh, you know what? No, it was 2020 because me and Raleigh were in Palm Springs for Christmas. It was so fucking good. And
Really?
it completely held up.
Okay, good.
I loved it. The way that it is shot, it's still like completely does what it did. And maybe people are going to have differing opinions on what it did in 98. It's just like such a unique way of how they shot it. And I actually recently read all this behind the scenes stuff. So when the actors went to the town to go do this movie, all the people around them were also actors, but they didn't know. They thought they were just people that lived there because they were trying to get them really scared of being like, this is real lore, like really scary stuff.
Wow.
And then sent them into the woods, which I thought was such a wonderful touch on the director's part. So it was just like such a more authentic performance. One word, teeth.
Oh,
It's still like gives me shivers.
yeah.
No, that's such a good one. We should watch it. I love that movie.
Okay, maybe that's what we watch at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great one on the roster. What was the other one? Insidious is such a good series because there's a bunch that actually have multiples for me and sequels for me usually don't land, but in scary movies, I feel like they do it well. Like, what are some other ones?
Have you seen It Follows?
Oh, that
I love
And
it.
also,
Okay,
this is a repeat conversation. I'm sorry. I feel like we've talked about scary movies before.
I
but
think, but I will say It Follows was another one that like stuck with me for a really long time. That one freaked me the fuck out.
yeah, it did. That was
I
such a unique concept.
the concept of that, like that one was just like a really sick mind. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Me and Raleigh watched the other day Amityville Horror.
Oh,
It's good. It was fun at the time.
yeah.
Wait, It Follows. What was the other one? The last time I actually remember feeling scared in theaters was a few years ago, was The First Smile. I thought they did a really good job with that. The end.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, we should watch that too then before the second one comes
I don't.
out.
It's one of those that I missed it, and then I keep forgetting to watch it.
I mean, that's like me with Pearl Harbor, which we can get into in a second. But
Well-
Smile, we'll watch that. The end of it is like gave me shivers because it was just like weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, send in your scary movies.
Should we do Daddy List?
Let's do Daddy List and then talk about Pearl Harbor. You
Yeah.
go first. I need to talk about Laszlo.
Well, what has she been up to?
Well, first of all, she's gorgeous.
Always.
She's fuzzy. She's
Mm.
beautiful. She's getting that fur. It's coming in. I didn't even put any Rogaine on her. It's coming in organically, which is great.
Okay.
She's been on one lately, though. Let me tell you. The other day, she waited until I was on a Zoom to go around the house like a maniac. And that just seems to be getting worse and worse. Knocked over my coffee, scared the neighbors in one swoop. She just like a ping pong, but a heavy ping pong that goes all around my place.
Well, Laszlo's got some serious energy. I wish I had a little bit of that energy, not gonna lie. And how do you deal with her picky food habits? I remember you saying that she was like really fussy about it.
Yeah, she used to be the pickiest. And I'm like, what are you, the Queen of England? But then I switched her over to Smalls. And let me tell you, she's obsessed. It's literally real, fresh packed food with protein. And Best part, because I'm lazy, she has more energy than I do. It's delivered right to my door. Her favorite flavor is the chicken, and I swear she hasn't had any digestive issues since we made the switch, which my comforter is excited about.
Oh, and well, I mean, that's awesome for you and your comforter. I heard Smalls is like the best cat food out there. No preservatives, just like the actual ingredients you recognize.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't even stink like the old cat food.
Oof.
And like that's the thing is it's wet food and raw food is the best for your cats, but it is stinky sometimes. Smalls is not the case. Smalls was started by two guys making small batches for their friends' cats. Now they've served millions of meals. It's honestly my favorite sponsor because I feel good about what I'm feeding Laszlo and she's clearly loving it.
I love that. So it's real food, no mystery ingredients, and Laszlo's healthier. It's like a win-win.
She's eating more real food than I am. She's not having any hot dogs. I'm like, it's pretty amazing. And you know how cats are descendants of desert hunters? They need fresh protein-packed meals to thrive, not the weird artificial stuff that I eat, like a lot of brands use. I don't eat cat food. I just want to clarify that, but you know what I mean.
It makes sense. I can't imagine eating the same processed stuff every day.
Exactly. And Smalls is so confident that your cat will love it. They're offering a risk-free trial. If Laszlo didn't like it, they'd give me my money back, but clearly that's not happening. I am stocked up.
I don't have a cat, but I'm sold. Where can people grab some?
Just head to smalls.com/disrespectfully and use the promo code disrespectfully at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. That's smalls.com/disrespectfully.
Dayna, I have to ask, are you as obsessed with your Good American jeans as I am?
Obsessed doesn't even cover it. I mean, their always fit jeans are a total game changer. You know how some days you just feel different in your body? I'm having a lot of that lately, whether it's after a big meal or just certain times of the month.
Know those days all too well.
These jeans stretch with me. They move in my body, but never lose their shape. It's like magic. I'm like, what is happening? Are you a magician? I never feel restricted when I'm sitting, standing, or running around. It's the perfect fit every time.
I've struggled jeans forever. It's always either too tight in the thighs or too loose around the waist, but Good American really nailed it with their fit.
Exactly. Plus, I love their sizing and how inclusive it is. Whether you're a 00 or your size 32, you can find a pair that makes you feel like they were made just for you. Like think sisterhood of the traveling pants.
And the comfort features, oh my God. The gap-proof waistband, it's life-changing.
Oh, totally. And the fact that they actually flatter my body and hold their shape, unheard of.
Honestly, the flexibility of the fabric is what gets me. I love a nice stretch. I've had jeans that stretch a little, but Good American jeans have this 4-way stretch that holds everything in place, but still gives you freedom to move.
Same. And there's different styles too. I love a good skinny jean, but sometimes I want something high-waisted or a little cropped for a night out, depending on the shoe.
Yeah, I mean, versatility for every occasion. I mean, no wonder they're co-founded by Khloe Kardashian. They're all about inclusivity, comfort, and style.
Totes. If you haven't tried Good American yet, you need to get on this.
Seriously, don't wait. Shop now at goodamerican.com and use promo code disrespectfully for $50 off your first pair.
And don't forget to select podcast at checkout and choose our show and let them know we sent you.
On my daddy list is The Great British Bake Off.
Ooh, stolen.
The theme song, you know, Noel, Prue, Paul, like all the hosts, the challenges, like everything is just, I love it. The banter that they have. Like it's such a fucking great show. It's a comfort show. There's competition. It has everything. It has
really
everything. Do you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. I fucking love that show, and the new season just started. So very, very excited about that.
Oh. It's a background show for me. I can't say it's been like religious, but I like to have it on when I do.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. But also, like, if you do like sit and watch, like sometimes I'm just like, how the fuck do they do this? Especially when it's like they have to like make something identical to what they're like presented with, and they don't have a recipe. I'm just like, holy shit. You know, or like they have like the hyper realism challenge.
Imagine being able to do any of that. It's really, I mean, we saw your waffle cake, but that's so crazy.
You have to like really, really know that craft.
Well, baking is such a precise science. Like we've talked about, like cooking is you can be loosey-goosey with it, but that you have to know it like by the gram.
Yeah, you have to know, like they're like, you're gonna make this kind of, you know, you're gonna make a mascarpone. You have to like, there's so many different elements and so many different meringues and all these different things that you can like make or, you know, bake, whatever, and to know the recipes for that and the exact measurements. Otherwise they're fucked.
Totally.
Like, and they're like testing the viscosity and everything of like the cake. They're like, it's dry. It's this. It's too dense. It's not. And like, I'm just like, oh my God. And like just always trying to like guess like who they're gonna like pick, and if Paul's gonna give them a handshake and all. I love it. I love it. It's so daddy. I love it.
It is.
Anyways, who's on your daddy list?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I like I have that ongoing list of movies in my phone because I always forget what movies I love. I need to add all the ones we were just talking about. You were part of this moment.
Oh.
Being out to dinner and someone says yes to dessert. Or someone says we want to look at a dessert menu. I'm sorry. Those are the only people I want to dine with. I always want to look at a dessert menu. Dessert is a different stomach. I will die on this hill.
Yeah, you
I
have
had
separate stomach for that.
I had the best ice cream sandwich last night with chocolate chips on the outside of the vanilla ice cream from Trader Joe's.
No,
Delicious.
also when somebody wants to get more than one dessert, because you have to like try different things.
Which we can and we did. I think we got 3. Yeah, not much more to say about it. I hate that. Why is everyone so precious about dessert? Like you guys, Earth is so limited, like our time here. Eat tiramisu.
Oh, always eat tiramisu. There's tiramisu on the menu. Fucking get it. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, there's sometimes where it's like truly like I'm gonna throw up if I put another morsel of food in my body. So like I get it, but like I don't. Yeah,
No, I can suck it down. I have a different
it is a
stomach.
litmus test for people if they don't do dessert.
I mean, the amount of cheesecake we ate in 2 days at the Standard in New York is crazy. So yeah, I just am always DTD, down to dessert. Georgia, surprisingly, is on my daddy list today. They overturned the 6-week abortion ban. It's unconstitutional. And actually, can you fact check me? Wasn't the woman who just died from Georgia and she was going to North Carolina on abortion?
Georgia judge lifts 6-week abortion ban after deaths of 2 women who couldn't access care.
Okay. Yeah. So after it was overruled, there were 2 women who died who should very much still be here because they needed care.
Amazing.
And I am thrilled to see that. I hope that it is a trend that continues.
Yes, that's the progress we want to see. More of that, please.
We love to see it. Okay. So then
Oh yeah.
there is a goth volleyball player at Boise State. She's the first openly goth college, like collegiate volleyball person. I don't know. I'm not sports. You guys know that. Anyway, look her up. Nora Haid. She is so cool. And in her photos with her team, they're all like, great. But then she's just like, she's so cool and is her own style. So I'm really happy for her. And I think that more people should be goth in sports. Perhaps I would tune it.
How the dynamic,
And then I have one more. Rel Beauty is back on the daddy list. They just came out with their lip oils, which I was just telling you about. I'm wearing it. It's like a lip oil lip gloss. It's our friend's brand, but truly I wear their blush every day, which I was never a blush person before. And I love it.
Real Beauty.
It's a great formula.
We love Real.
That's my daddy list for the day.
All right, amazing.
Should we talk about Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
And
Dayna watched Pearl Harbor for the first time. The movie came out in what? Like
2001.
2000. So it's been 23 years.
Gen Z who are alive and on TikTok were born after that movie came out, which is crazy. And I waited this amount of time to see it.
Yeah. Overall thoughts. You loved it. Greatest movie.
Oh my God. So when I didn't realize it was 3 hours. And so I texted Katie and was like, this is bullshit. I sat down to watch what I thought was like overall a lighthearted movie, which
It's like sitting down thinking the Titanic is going to just be a fluffy rom-com.
All movies in that time, I anticipate being like an hour and a half. So I was really shocked. Don't let it deter you. If you haven't seen it, there might be spoilers in a minute. So please see it still.
It's been 23 years. Just deal with it.
I could not believe, first of all, Josh Hartnett in it. That's why I missed that. He is so hot. What's her name? Kate, who's on our daddy list?
Beckinsale.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Kate Beckinsale, who's been flying on the daddy list, frequent flyer. Ben Affleck. And also those are his real teeth. Back then I miss, and I'm like saying this as someone with 4 veneers, I loved his little teeth. Overall, the acting was amazing. Also, maybe this makes me an idiot. I obviously know from a 30,000 foot level what Pearl Harbor was, but I didn't know the extent of what had happened. So honestly, even just from a historical standpoint, seeing that and understanding it was crazy.
Yeah. It's also educational.
It was educational.
History lesson.
But the love story dynamic, let me tell you, should I just spoil?
Yes.
We're going to spoil. Okay. So Ben Affleck's character, we think he dies. And honestly, I wondered.
And he's with Kate Beckinsale. He starts off with Kate Beckinsale. They're together.
We need to talk about the sex of it all. So I'm like texting Katie, losing my mind because they're like, there's the night before they all depart to go over wherever they're going, and Ben Affleck is going to fight. He's with the British, I think, like fighting their war in World War I, and he didn't have to, but he's like the best fighter pilot, so he volunteers to go do it, and it's his last night, and him and Kate Beckinsale almost have sex, and they've already been dating for like 5 weeks, and I'm like, are we sluts? Because I was like, that is so crazy to me. But obviously it's a different time. So they're about to have sex. This man is going off to war, and he's like
he might never come home. Maybe stick it in. I don't know. See how it feels.
Maybe do some soaking.
Before
Have Josh Hartnett shake the bed. I'm like, what the fuck? So he's like, I don't want it to be this way. I want it to be, I have something to come back and look forward to. And I'm like, that's crazy. You might die. They're like, oh, we can't. And they're so precious about it. But the way that after 2 days of dating, they will not have sex, but they're like, I'm in love with you. You are my soulmate.
Yeah.
They don't make them like this anymore though. Like, I'm like, I believe that happened back then because I believe dating now is just so fucked and it's scary out there. But I just could not believe that. He goes to war. He gets in this really, they're writing each other letters. She's dressed like a Vargas pinup girl on the beach, writing letters to him, looking at this, so hot, looking at the sunset. And also I was just thinking like, so she went up to her hotel for the night before he left. And I was like, the way that they can't even text each other, like rubbing their feet together like crickets. Like,
love you, good night.
Good night. Yeah,
talk to you in the morning.
And I was like, they have to write letters. This takes weeks. And so maybe that's why you fall in love, because just the time of it all.
The commitment to staying in touch and all that. And then these days, fucking left on red.
Literally left on. I'm like, men used to go to war and write love letters, and you are ghosting me and you look like a weasel. Like, I just can't even believe. So anyway, he's in this big fight. His plane gets hit. He's like trying to shove the roof off. He can't get out. He shoots it and then it crashes. And then we assume he died. And I remember thinking, wonder if he's going to get out. So it comes back. Josh Hartnett goes to tell.
And Josh Hartnett's his best friend.
Oh yeah, I miss it since they were children.
So they're lifelong besties.
So he goes and tells her she's devastated. Then they stop talking for a while because they have this like horrible sadness between them and they don't want to see each other.
It's too hard. The memory of Ben is too much for them to even see each other.
Also, I'm telling this whole story like most of these people have not seen this. Anyway, so they go to dinner one night. Josh is immediately in love with her. I knew that was going to happen. The friends are all like supportive of it. They're like, you need to move on. It's been 2 weeks. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then,
well, I mean, it's now half the amount of time she actually knew Ben. So like,
Yeah, no, exactly. Like again, all these like blurred lines. It's like, it's literally insane. So they get together. Obviously, they have sex immediately. And I was like, okay, I'm very confused with like the rules of engagement when it comes to penetration. But then Ben Affleck walks in one day.
He's alive.
That man is alive. And I texted Katie and I was like, oh, he's alive, because I forgot about it. And then she's obviously pregnant because that's what's going to happen. So then there's this love triangle, and we know
it's not Ben's, so
we know it's not Ben's because they have yet to have sex but are claiming to be in love. Imagine being in love with someone you've never had sex with. No,
it's possible.
Well, maybe a more delusional version of myself, but I just don't see that as being a thing.
True. I think you can be in love with someone. I think without having sex with them, I think having sex with them and having it be bad could actually spoil it.
Imagine they're like in love and he comes back from war and he hadn't fake died. And they have sex and there's just no sexual chemistry.
Just kidding.
Like, I think we rushed into this a little bit.
Yeah. But I think you can be in love with someone prior to having sex with them, and then it can make the sex better.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give space for that. But it can ruin it.
But if it could also just not be there. But I mean, I think that's probably pretty, anyways, continue.
Long story long, Pearl Harbor happens. It's horrible. It's so traumatic. It kind of made me feel unsafe to understand like the ways in which there could be vulnerabilities. And like I've done, obviously it's me, so I did a doom scroll like deep dive on it. So that was kind of freaky to see. But then Pearl Harbor happens, and then after Pearl Harbor, they're basically like, okay, you guys, Pearl Harbor just happened. You don't need to be worrying about your little love triangle. But anyway, she chooses Josh Hartnett because that's her baby dad. And then they go to war. Josh dies, and which I figured was going to happen. And then Ben just plugs back in and is going to raise the baby as his own. So the whole thing is kind of icky to me.
Plugs back in.
Like,
well,
none of us were rooting for Josh Hartnett though. When she chose it because it was the safe choice, we were like, you should be with Ben.
I know, but like that's like classic, romance, love storytelling of like, this was the one that she started with, and so this is the one she should be with, even though the other guy came in through the middle, and it's just like,
okay, How do you feel about
This day and
let's
age,
say I
you would tell her
die,
to okay.
and I do have the love of my life, and I die. Are you dating them 5 weeks later?
No.
Like, how do you feel about that? And the one guy's like, he's gone. He'd want you to. And I'm like, I feel weird about that. I understand if even if they like just hooked up, but we're like, we can't do this because they have this whole sadness between them. And I understand how that could happen. But deciding to marry them, I think is so weird.
5 weeks later?
Yeah. Well, okay. Even a year later, I'm like, I'm going to fucking haunt you. I'm coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just like so many people on this planet. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I don't
There's just like, there's so many other people to choose from that like, why would you, I don't know, especially because it's like, I feel like you can know this person for so long because of their connection to your friend. They were married to them. They were with them. So that's how you know them. You've put them in a place in your life that you associate with them, that you automatically aren't looking at them like in a sexual way or anything like that. So like, you're just suddenly going to be like, oh, hey, weird.
Well, again, in grief does weird things. So I can understand how that would happen. But my point is to fully be in a relationship. No, I'm like, no, I poltergeist. No, I'm not doing that.
I'd like, again, there's so many people on this planet that like you would really have to actively make choices to choose this person when also you could probably just
maybe don't do it.
No.
Back in the day, you walk down the street and you get proposed to. Obviously, we saw all of those people. So it's like it's like next one, it's like a cab. It just comes along and I'm like, you are one diner lunch away from getting proposed to by someone else. So maybe just not the best friend. I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Wasn't for me.
But you know, it's really great to watch.
It was a great movie though. Yeah, overall it's fantastic. We need to go and figure out, I need to write down my list of like the movies I've missed out on.
I know,
so Smile's on yours.
I was trying to think of other movies that we'd brought up that you're like, I've never seen that. I'm like, I think another one was like when Harry Met Sally, right?
I've since seen that, yes.
Okay.
But I have, and you did your whole like Meg Ryan story post the other day, and I'm thrilled that I've seen it. Also a great movie that I'm like, the way that I took so much time to see this, and I've just been missing out.
We are on the cusp of Meg Ryan Fall, you guys, and I'm really excited about it.
What is Meg Ryan Fall for you?
Tall socks, it's cozy sweaters, it's just spiced candles, it's mulled wine, it's spiced cider, it's not Halloween, it's like between Halloween and Christmas.
Why is she the representative of that? Is it always fall time in her movies?
No, I mean, I can't quite describe it, but she kind of like has this like essence of just like coziness. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, there's like You Got Mail, you know, she's got her pumpkin, she, you know, and When Harry Met Sally, like there's like,
I've never seen that.
I didn't come up with this, but you know how like, it's just one of those like synesthesia where it's just like Meg Ryan Fall.
I know, but
Thursday 7. I don't know.
The thing is, I get it. I'm still fighting you on the numbers thing.
All right.
Have you watched The Holiday yet? This season?
I watch The Holiday all year round.
I know you watch it all the time, but like once you get into the like, it's starting to get cozy. I mean, we're having another heat wave, so it's hard to feel cozy.
I know Just Friends was on the TV the other day, and I was like,
never seen that.
What?
Never seen Just Friends.
What? That one, people.
I don't
like,
even totally know who's in that. Is that Ashton Kutcher and?
No, that's Ryan Reynolds and what's her name?
The chick that was in Butterfly Effect.
Amy Smart.
Yeah.
And
also a great movie.
And Anna Faris.
Okay.
It's so funny. You have to watch it. But people it's tech Christmas movie, but I'm like it takes place. It's not a Christmas movie, but it's Christmas time. Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite Thanksgiving movie is to get me pumped for Christmas?
What?
Speaking of back to scary movies, Krampus. If you have not seen Krampus, I watch it every Thanksgiving.
Where?
Go watch it.
Is it What is the the scary Krampus?
Yeah, it's Krampus.
Krampus.
Is it Krampus? I say Krampus.
Krampus. What country is it that they celebrate it?
Germany?
No, because we were just talking about this because Copenhagen. It's I think it's Austria.
Okay. I was on TikTok and I was like on that corner of TikTok where the festival was happening, Krampus festival was happening.
They run around and whip people.
And they look scary. Like they'll be out there, like I'm coming home from the bar and there's around the corner is this scary Krampus guy and he's whipping. I'm like, and there's no one else in the street. So there's like a parade festival where they're like all walking down the street and it's crowded and things like that. But then throughout the whole like week or weekend, they're just like hanging out in the street. And if you could turn a corner and they're right there and they'll chase you. I'm like, I'm kind of into it, but also kind of terrified of it.
I'm super into it. And the thing is, That sounds like the plot of the beginning of a scary movie where we all think it's like, haha, a festival, and then Krampus starts murdering people.
A little bit. That's what
a
I'm
little
talking
freaky
about.
it,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just like, okay, but like someone could use this as the guise to like get away with something a lot more sinister.
Do you like haunted houses?
No, I don't.
Tell us about it.
Haunted houses, I don't like Halloween Horror Nights. It's not fun or thrilling to me to be scared for sport. I don't. It's just not. I don't know. I guess I can kind of understand why people think it's fun, but for me, it's truly not a good time.
Okay.
I want to see what people enjoy about it, but I've attempted multiple times. I just know it's not for me. No.
Okay. Have you heard of McKimmy Manor?
Is that the one where the guy does it out of his house and you have to sign a waiver and it's like you might get touched, you might be drenched in, like you get like waterboarded. It's like it's torture.
Yeah, that's one is probably where I draw the line. So let's see.
That's sick. I think that person has something wrong with them. That's not for other people. And anyone that wants to do that, maybe talk to someone, see a specialist to find out why you want that, why he wants. I don't know. People that engage in that, like there's something off with you.
Let's look at, okay, I'm on the website right now. Let's look at FAQs. I want to just see what oh my God. Wait, presents The Descent. The Descent is one of my favorite scary movies too. Just FYI. So good. And the sequel was equally amazing.
And isn't it like hours long too?
Okay, so requirements. Let's just look at requirements. For your safety, you must meet basic requirements. The one and only original extreme haunted attraction and survival challenge. Number 1, 21 and above or 18 to 20 with parental approval, completed sports physical, and doctor letters stating you are physically and mentally cleared. Pass a background check.
You're not going to be mentally. If you went to your doctor and you're like, can you sign this? They'd be like, no.
Be screened via Facebook, FaceTime, or phone, proof of medical insurance, sign a detailed 40-page waiver, pass a portable drug test on the day of the show. Okay, so those are the requirements. Let's look at the warning.
Where is this?
It's in Tennessee. Be warned, McKimmy Manor is not your standard haunted house. This is an audience participation event in which you will live your own horror movie. This is a rough, intense, and truly frightening experience. You must be in great health to participate. Last year's haunt was absolutely nothing compared to the new McKimmy Manor.
Oh,
my
so it got
God.
worse.
Listen to this. During the tour, employees of the manor physically assault patrons, waterboard them, force them to eat and drink unknown substances, have them bound and gagged, and engage in other forms of physical and psychological torture. Participants may also be drugged during their experience.
How is this legal?
I mean, I guess if you're signing up for it, but
so like, yes, so you're gonna go to your doctor and just be like, hey, doc, real quick, take a look at this thing I want to do. Can you go ahead and sign off on this? They will 5150 you. Anyone that's like, I want to engage in some volunteered like physical assault, potentially be drugged, they'd be like, no.
So they're like, we need to up your dosage and your therapy requirements.
Yes.
So on this website, they have a bunch of YouTube videos. So if anyone is curious about what this is, go look it up. I actually have seen clips of it before, and I saw someone pinned down and water was rising where they were pinned down, which is obviously taps into like so many people's biggest fears. I would go to Halloween Horror Nights. I like that. I like a haunted house that's like, boo, I don't want you touching me and I don't want you waterboarding me. That is insane. Okay. Also, I'm just throwing this out there. If you have ever been to this or done it, please write in for a hometown hero story. I want to hear about like what actually happened, or like honestly, if you have haunted house stories in general. Yeah, I just can't imagine wanting to do that. I mean, obviously you wouldn't, because you don't even like a normal scary movie, but that is just so nutty to me.
No, I mean, there's people that endure like really bad, torture in family dynamics and relationships and everything, and it takes years to like. So there's people that are actually like, nah, give me some of that. Like, excuse me.
I don't know. I've seen some scary shit in my life, and I'm like, no.
There's people that I have like on TikTok or Instagram or something like that about this place that people are like, I wanted to do this, and I regret every second of it. Like, I didn't realize like how bad it would be. Like, they thought it would just be like, oh, da, da, da. Like you go a room and they do some things and then you leave. Like, they actually like, you're begging for your like life.
Well, yeah, and again, like
it's
you said,
traumatic as fuck.
Someone sneaks in there with a lot more nefarious. I can't believe no one's died, honestly. Like, and they have the waivers, but
No, they're like, I regret doing that. Like I'm traumatized from it. Like, again, what do you think this is? It's like, it's fucked up.
Do you know what else is so scary to me? Speaking of things that terrify me,
What?
I just saw a trailer for Survivor. So it's still going strong. So I saw this and was like, that is insane. Survivor, the prize to this day is still $1 million in its inception in like 2000 or whatever. And I was just thinking about it and I'm like, if I have to shove a beetle up my ass, imagine doing it for $1 million. Like inflation is
why are they shoving beetles up their ass?
Well, I just mean in general. They do
Okay.
like weird, scary shit. Like, first of all, you have to starve and sleep outside, and then they make you eat weird things on challenges, and like they go through all this really rigorous stuff. And for $1 million, yes, could we all use $1 million? Of course. But with inflation and whatnot, I was like, I can't believe the price hasn't been upped at all. Doesn't that surprise you?
I mean, I guess the people are going on Survivor because they have the, I guess, skills and the
Mhm.
will to do it. That it's just like, oh, they're like, and I get $1 million, like no problem. Like, so I guess for them, you know, I think for people like us, they're like, it's like I need more than that if you're gonna throw me into that, because it's like I would last 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, and I also wouldn't do it for less than $10 million. I'm like, there's just no chance. Like, I would complain so much, as we all know. Actually,
People are doing it because they just know that they could probably do it for a lot longer. They're like,
well, it's like Naked and Afraid people. Like, they like train for it and shit. And I'm like, that's kicking it up a notch. You don't even get a loincloth. Like, what is that about?
no, those people would love to be naked all the time if they really could.
I mean, the exhibition of it all. Like, I consider myself at home, at least an exhibitionist. And I'm like, doing that in the wild with also, you just meet a stranger in the buff for the first time and you both have to like whittle a spear. Like, I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah, I just have a feeling people that are going on Survivor are people that tend to probably have more experience roughing it in the world, that they're like, I got this. It's probably, I mean, there might be some like people that are closer to like myself and you that are like, I could attempt it to see how long you know, just for like shits and gigs, just for like the, you know, the entertainment purpose of it all. But like, they're not going to last very long. But the ones that are like, they're just on top of it. They'll get $1 million and they'll get the glory of being like the most, I don't know, Bear Grylls of them all. Like, I don't.
Yeah, to be fair, I would make it one day and I would just be out of there. But I understand, I guess, the mental people want to know if they can, also in addition to the people who like train for it. So I guess I understand, and it is an iconic show, but I just thought that was so crazy from the very beginning. It's been the same amount of money.
Yeah, I just think, yeah, even if people that want to know they can, it's not about the money. They want to test themselves. They want to test their mental and physical abilities.
I tested, my power went out 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Do you know what that was? And no one paid me, and that was a test of my will. And yeah, I just know I wouldn't do well in that environment.
Yeah.
If you have been on Survivor or Naked and Afraid, also please write in. I want to hear about that. Want to know what that experience was like.
I know.
Sorry to interrupt. I've actually been on Survivor.
Oh, really?
What? Okay, wait. So as we're discussing this, our lovely coworker just told us that he has been on Survivor. So please introduce yourself and then tell us your story.
Hi, my name is Zach. I was on Survivor 42, and yeah, I work with Katie and Dayna.
What season is it on now? Do we know?
Yeah, it's currently on 47.
Okay, 5 years ago. Just tell us how was it? How long did you make it? What happened?
It was very fun. I did not last a particularly long time. I was 17th place on Survivor 42. This was about 3 years ago now. I was 21. And it was a great experience. It's very real. It's
how
very
long?
hard.
How many days were you there?
That was 3 days.
Okay, 3 days. But is it a total of like, it probably feels longer because of like each week, but is it like 30 days?
It's 26 total.
26. Okay.
Wow.
So very real, meaning like you had to forage and shit. Like
Yeah.
what was happening?
Basically, they just drop you off with 6 people who they essentially choose the people they think you're going to get along with the least. And they put you all on an island, and then you're just meeting each other for the first time. And then it's like, all right, I guess we have to build a shelter now.
Oh, I forgot, because it's different tribes initially.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's different tribes. So did you not get along with people?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Is that why? Okay, because I guess that's how it goes then, and then people get voted off. So why did you get voted off?
I got voted off because of a combination of challenge performance. Our tribe was very weak. Like, I'm a skinny guy. I was the second strongest guy on my tribe,
Oh,
if that tells you anything. And then there was some personality conflicts too. There was a guy, Roxroy, on our tribe who was very much like the alpha leader type. I did not get along with. He was very much like survival dad. And yeah, there was another person I got into a fight with, Tori, who I'm now friends with. But yeah, they messy people.
What was the most rigorous challenge you did?
Oh, it was a nightmare. It was lifting a boat with the boat itself was about 400 pounds. And then there were chests that totaled about 600 pounds. So it was 5 of us carrying about 1,000 pounds of, shit through the ocean and then up onto a beach.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Did you do it just you wanted to see like how you would do in the overall experience, or was it about the money?
No, I mean, it was totally about the experience for me because
Okay.
I was such a huge super fan of the show.
Okay.
I loved it. It was my dream.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I applied as soon as I turned 18.
Oh wow. Right.
But yeah, that was what it was for me. And then once you're there, you're like, oh, and I could also win $1 million.
So yeah, that's what I figured. It's not.
Why did it take 3 years? So did you apply every year? Like, because 18 to 21, why did it?
Honestly, it was because of COVID.
Oh.
I was supposed to be on earlier, but then COVID interrupted it.
Wow.
Damn.
What was it like seeing Jeff, what's his name, be like, the tribe has spoken? Was that a surreal moment for you?
Well, when I first saw him, I hadn't seen him in years because of COVID, but he was a little older.
Mm.
Hey, Allison, sorry, I'm jumping in.
We're talking about Survivor.
We're talking about Survivor, and he was on Survivor.
They specifically said, they were like, if anyone was on Survivor and wants to like write in or call in, let me know. So I like open the door. I'm like, yeah. But yeah.
Are you guys watching Survivor?
No, I was just talking about how I don't think the prize is fair anymore with inflation. But
I think it's just people that are massive fans, and it's just they want to just go on the show,
which is true. I think that is, especially because you're a fan, that's so cool.
Mhm.
But I like overall, or was it a net positive experience? Are you glad you did it?
Yes, 100%. Because
Wow.
then also when you get voted out, you just go to a resort in Fiji.
Oh,
Like
hell yeah.
worst case scenario, you're the first one out and you spend a month all expenses paid trip. I was getting massages every other day.
Okay.
The drinks were completely free. And then they started trying to like cut us off. They were like, you guys are spending too much money. And we were like, you're CBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the ones who just lost $1 million. You guys can afford.
Wait, maybe we should do it and just flop the first day and get out of there.
No, you have to prove that your intentions are real.
Were you hungry?
I wasn't that hungry at that point because it was only 3 days.
Okay, I would imagine me after 4 hours. I would be such a nightmare.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
god.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your
Thank
story.
you.
with us.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
We love to hear it. Sorry you got voted off.
Wow. Well, that's
Okay.
pretty fucking cool.
Well, very cool. I guess this is kind of a segue because it's kind of Survivor-ish because you're basically going out in the middle of nowhere. I need to talk about this.
What?
It also kind of ties into the whole scary movie thing because I truly think that it could be a plot of a scary movie. Have you ever heard of Randonautica?
Randonautica. I've heard of people that do randonauting,
Yeah.
like where they will just put in a random like coordinates and then go to that place, and it's creepy ass shit. Or like, is that essentially what it is?
So the formal definition, Randonautica is an app that generates random coordinates for users to explore and report their findings. The app's name is a combination of words random and nautica. How it works, it uses a random number generator and location settings to generate coordinates. The creators believe the quantum random numbers are influenced by human consciousness. So basically what they say is what you're supposed to do before you do it is set an intention right before you do it. So it's like you say like, lead me to something scary, lead me to love, lead me to money. And then it does these coordinates and you just go and you don't know what it is. And you set
Look at when the magic 8-ball shit is this.
you
Come on.
you set a limit of how far that you're willing. So it's like 30 miles, radius of your home. Now there are some conflicting views online about this. Some people were doing it and found a body. And I don't think they even said something scary. I think it was something else. And they found a body in a suitcase. Some people, this was a really funny one, but some girl put love in. And it took her to a Taco Bell she went to all the time.
Was it me?
No, it was me. I'm the girl. It was me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was me.
Anyway, I think it's fascinating, but there's also a lot of lore around it as far as, just like the haunted aspects and what could happen.
I've only seen where people just like end up at like abandoned cemeteries. I'm like, this feels fake.
I think I'm gonna do it.
I'll do it.
Do you want to do it? I
But
think
what are our intentions gonna be?
I don't know, but I think it would be fair to try a couple different locations and like maybe we each do it and we each put our own, like, don't tell each other what it is and put our own intention into it and then see what ends up happening. I am really intrigued by it. But
lead me to a pile of money.
yeah, literally. Lead me to the girth master. I don't know. I think that it's a really weird, unique thing that I really want to do, but I also think curiosity killed the cat, and it's like maybe playing with fire a little bit.
Yeah, it feels a little. It's a bit ominous. I don't know, but
Also write in your stories.
It definitely is giving plot to a movie. It's giving like The Ring videotape. It's giving like in 7 days are we gonna die? Like what's gonna happen?
We just don't know. Send in if you've gone randonauting. Send in your stories. We want to know if it was a flush
send
or
it
a
in.
bust.
Send it in if you've ever brushed your teeth. Send it in if Dayna wants you to just send in everything.
I do, obviously, but I'm like, who has done that? Have you ever heard of it, Allison?
Yes.
Have you done it?
Absolutely not.
Why do you say that?
What?
Because
Yeah.
I don't want to be led to a suitcase with a dead body in it.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. If we start driving down, if I get a feeling, we're turning around.
Okay, we have to do it separately because I'm going the distance. But the thing is, it kind of also gives like maybe Ouija board.
Well, that's what I
like,
mean. And I don't fuck with that.
Well, I don't fuck with Ouija boards either, but I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like, unfortunately, I wish I didn't know this information.
I'm just saying, if it starts saying "do not trespass," if it's giving "hills have eyes," if it's giving Appalachian shit, there's that. Which we're not going to be over there. We're not going to Appalachian.
No, I saw someone that was like, I live in Appalachia, so I won't be doing this. And I was like, yeah, I would.
True that.
No, I would
But
never.
I can't imagine in California what the equivalent of that could be. So we'll probably be fine. But like, I don't know.
It's freaky. I'm like, take me to what the fuck is that guy's name that we think is hot that just shaved his face?
What?
Cole from Joshua Jackson.
Oh yeah.
That's the intention. Set the intention.
Take me somewhere sexy.
Take me to Joshua.
That's what my is.
It takes you to Sir. Well, I mean, that's all I have about that, but I think it's fascinating and really scary at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. I want to find out if it's like it's true, if it's just gonna be like, why are we at this Chevron?
True. No, true. I know. I mean, I think that Taco Bell's a real possibility for me. So I feel a little scared about that.
I have a feeling it's gonna be somewhere just perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Chili's.
It wants us to
A
have
Mexican restaurant. I'm gonna be like, it wants me to have margaritas.
It wants me to have a margarita and a triple dipper.
This is so right.
Wait. Okay, we're kind of on like a creepypasta lore episode, but this is real and happening right now.
Creepy pot. Are we?
Have you heard about the lady who found the rug and the cadaver dogs?
Yes. Oh my God. It got real dark real fast because she was having like creepy like ghost type experiences with like her back office like computer like shattering and stuff being moved off her desk, and her son's phone was like, acting all fucked up. Like there was like some paranormal stuff happening. And then was the neighbors who was digging a fence?
So you need to look this up. It's happening in Ohio. Just look up creepy rug or whatever. You'll be able to find it. So this lady, they had dug a hole because I think they were doing a fence. So the hole happened first. They started with the hole.
Oh, right.
Then all of a sudden in her office that they close at night, that no one's in, right next to where the hole was, her computer shattered. All this shit was moved around. The son started having these weird things. So like paranormal stuff started. So they're digging the hole and they notice a rug that's in the hole.
And fragments of a rug.
Yeah. And so they ended up, because they had put it online, people were like, you need to call the police. They did. The police came the first time and were like, we might need to excavate, but I don't know. Like, and then they kind of didn't do anything. And then a few days later, a detective called her and said, because it's blown up online so much, we don't know why no one came out. We need to come out.
And they want to bring the cadaver dog. So
they came out and they brought a cadaver dog. They brought 2 cadaver dogs. So she was on TikTok live when this happened, because it's just become this huge thing. So the first cadaver dog, when they detect cadaver, they sit. So they are like kind of smelling all around the ground, the first one, and the first one smells on the hole, immediately sits down, and she audibly gasps at the thing. So then they bring in a second cadaver dog just to confirm and see if it was a fluke. And it's sitting around. It kind of looks like it's turning to walk away, and it sits. So today, as we're recording, we are recording this on October 4th. They are excavating today.
I can't wait to
So,
see.
and it's in Ohio. It's a couple hours away. So I bet you it's already happened.
I mean, it's just one of those things that was unfolding such in like real time on like TikTok and everything that people are like, oh my God, could it be a body in this like rug? And everyone's like people are like, you have to get the detectives out there. You have to like find out. And then it's like, it's almost like it could definitely very well be, but then to find out like, holy shit, like it is, it's like, it is the most insane thing. Like, I feel like freaked out
I
for
feel
them.
bad for this
like,
lady
yeah,
because I think it took a dark turn really fast.
That's what I mean. Like,
Here's the thing. People were throwing out, maybe it was a pet, a dog, a hamster, whatever. But I'm like, but who would wrap their animal in a rug? But then also, I'm sure the cadaver dogs can differentiate between actual human cadaver and like
can they?
animal remains. I have to assume.
Well, we're going to find out.
I guess we're going to find out. But so Janet is actually who sent it to me because I had been seeing it on the internet, and she's from Ohio, and she thinks there's this like big case that's unsolved from there for years ago. And she threw out that person. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to speculate if it isn't that. But I was like, well, do you really think that? Or are you just saying because it's like some big famous case? And she's like, no, I think it's possible it's this person. So I don't know
Holy
why
shit.
she thinks that, but she's from the area. So it will be very interesting to see what happens. Allison, you're looking, is there any update?
One day ago, it said no body found.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm just going to go to her profile. And we can't like, her name on TikTok is Katie Santry. So let's see. Oh, okay. No, they said they didn't find a body, but they're taking it with them. So they basically are saying that it's possible that it is evidence to something. Like they're, for some reason, I believe there's a reason the dogs were on it.
Maybe
so
there's like blood or like bodily.
yeah.
There's
So
some type of DNA involved.
yeah. So that's basically what they're now saying.
I mean,
so,
yeah, because I mean, the rug might be there and the body there might still be.
yeah.
Something
so I
under
mean,
there.
she posted a bunch of videos. So I want to go home. Well, this was anticlimactic, but we'll see. I still think it's freaky, and maybe one has nothing to do with the other. Either way, she has a haunting happening, which is fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's creepy.
But who buries a rug?
Exactly.
That's weird. Like either way, what is the purpose?
because it's evidence.
That's what I'm saying. There's no like non-nefarious reason as to why you would do that. I don't know. That's super weird.
How far under the ground was it?
Like 3 feet? Yeah. Why? Super weird. Should we do the basement?
Yeah,
Should we
speaking
dig
of-
down there?
Speaking of 3 feet under. Yeah, let's do basement.
Hey, I have a question. Do you know if you're getting enough magnesium? Believe it or not, 4 out of 5 Americans aren't, which is why we're all so tired. And I used to be one of them.
Same here. I'd lie awake at night and my mind be racing about all the things I had to do the next day, which left me feeling completely exhausted the next morning. And my productivity would completely tank. And it just became this vicious cycle.
That's when I found Magnesium Breakthrough. Ever since adding it to my nightly routine, I've been able to calm my mind, fall asleep faster, and wake up feeling genuinely refreshed and ready to face the day. It's been a game changer for me.
What makes Magnesium Breakthrough different from all the other supplements is that it contains all 7 forms of magnesium.
I didn't even know. I thought there was one before this.
No.
There's 7.
There's 7. Most magnesium supplements only give you 1 or 2 forms, but this one delivers everything your body needs. It doesn't just help you sleep better, it also helps you keep calm and grounded throughout the day, which is an absolute must for me.
And the best part, it comes with a 365-day money-back guarantee. So if it doesn't work for you, you can get a full refund. No questions asked. There's literally nothing to lose and everything to gain.
So if you want to sleep better and feel more relaxed, head over to BiOptimizers.com/disrespectfully and use code disrespectfully to get 10% off your order. And if you subscribe, you'll get even more discounts and free gifts, which we love. Trust me, your body will thank you.
Who's in your basement today?
Okay, I have 2 things.
I feel like I know what both of yours are, but go.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to get
There's no way.
Because I feel like one of yours is the same. That's mine, but is one of yours your sink?
No. I mean, that was annoying, but like,
Okay.
that was, yeah. But
Okay.
no, okay. The first thing is time.
Okay.
It's either too fast or too slow.
Okay.
Like, I really wish we could just figure out. I would prefer to like slow down a little bit. Not when it's like so slow that you're just like, oh, what the fuck, you know? But I feel like it's going like way too fast. Like September didn't exist. This whole year is really slow, but also like we're like in a really shitty timeline as well. You know, just time in itself is just kind of like fucked up, if you ask me. I miss like the old times.
Long ass summer days. Let's get this girl a bike and take her cell phone.
No, honestly, you know, so it's just like time. Just I really wish we could like figure it out a little bit of like a time machine. You know,
I hear you can find those in hot tubs.
Oh,
just kidding.
So yeah, just time is a bit in the basement because it's either like going way too slow or way too fast. So
Okay.
And then the second one is, again, it's a bit of driving situation. When people can't figure out the merging of it all, either they're going too slow getting on the freeway and it's like, you got to find that accelerator. Like you really got to figure this one out. Because, you know, there's always trucks going in that right lane and you got to figure this one out. And also just like in general of like, how just like merging lanes work. Like that's why traffic sucks so much. Also when, someone is in the merging lane, like you got to figure that out. Like also like I'm in this lane, I have control of it. So why are you honking at me?
Right.
Like I have the right of way. I don't know. Like yesterday I was driving up, Coldwater and this person was upset at me because I was passing them. It's like, well, you had plenty of time to get over.
Right.
You didn't do it. And now you want to honk at me.
Interesting.
And now
choices.
I'm upset with you. I don't know. Like they're just people. It's just like, I don't know. Like it's giving audacity. It's giving inconsideration. It's giving selfish driving. So that's all.
If someone's being a dickhead, I will just get over and I'm like, you can hit me. I don't care. I'm like, if they're being an asshole about it, yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, who's in your basement?
I don't know the exact location, but a St. Joseph hospital in Northern California refused a 15-week pregnant woman a life-saving abortion. She had to drive, I think it was 12 miles away. Again, this was a pregnancy that she wanted, that the fetus didn't survive. And that's obviously so traumatizing as it is. But because of their values as a Catholic hospital, they wouldn't provide it. On the way out, a nurse came and handed her a bucket of towels and said, they wanted me to give you this in case anything happens on the way there. Anyway, she could have died, and that was already so traumatic. And California is now suing them over it because that's not, you have to, that's the legislation here. You have to provide it. So yeah, love that for them. I hope they lose.
And I hope they share that money with her too.
Yeah. Oh, that poor woman. I'm just like so sad for her. Can we please stop traumatizing women? Thanks. Toilet paper hoarders. I thought this was going to be on yours. So they just had the strike at the ports, which was, is kind of unprecedented and honestly kind of scary. It's like not like in 2020 scarcity where we're going to, lose our ass. It's just there's going to be delays in supply chain. The strike is not over. It's technically they're going back to work because they did negotiate a higher salary, but it's possible that it will reinstate if they don't iron out the rest of the things, I think around automation or whatever. Point being, 90% of toilet paper and paper towels is produced in this country. It doesn't affect toilet paper at all. People ran and scooped up all the toilet paper again. Just like, did we learn nothing in 2020? But also, like, when I heard about the strike, I bought a few things just to like have on hand that like, it was like canned goods. I think alcohol was one of them, certain fruits that you can't just like buy fruit and have it last for months. So, but whenever there's any type of emergency, the scarcity mindset, just take what you need. Like, I just don't understand why people were getting in a tizzy and the fear mongering online. One guy was like, get weapons. Like, you never know.
But wouldn't that just be stuff that's imported?
Yes. And so it's like car parts, things like, and some of like our exports would be affected. But anyway, yeah, the fear mongering and the toilet paper hoarders, like tisk tisk, just it's here. It's not something that we import, but also like, why are you all so scared about running out of toilet paper? I didn't understand.
What is it about the toilet paper?
I don't know.
Y'all are so wild.
Maybe we have a bunch of IBS divas out there, but I'm just like, what is going on?
I don't know. It's like every minute's like, supply chain, toilet paper. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know why people are so worried about their butt cheeks, but anyway, you're in the basement.
I saw this really amazing guy on TikTok, what we were talking about before with like the abortion thing. And he was bringing up so many great valid points when he's like, so in Texas, it's illegal to smoke weed, but I can go to Denver, smoke weed, drive back. No one's going to question me. They're not going to sue me because I went to Denver and smoked weed, even though it's illegal in Texas. He's like, I can go to Vegas and gamble and sport bet and do all that. It's illegal in Texas, but no one's going to try to arrest me or sue me because I did that in Las Vegas, even though it's illegal here. Like, so why can somebody sue a woman for doing something that's completely legal in another state, but illegal here?
Yep.
He's like, this is an attack on women.
Because it's a war on women.
It's an attack on women, and
women.
it's fucked up, and it needs to fucking stop. And like, nailed it. Like, that is like the best comparison, best analogy that you could possibly come up with. And if that doesn't completely just change people's opinions on how they're looking at this, I don't know what else will.
I want to read a message real quick, a DM that I got. This is a little off topic, but for anyone that was affected by Hurricane Helene, we are obviously thinking about you. And obviously Asheville and, North Carolina, everywhere that they were inland, like didn't know that it was going to hit them and what's happened in the devastation. And I'm just so sad for everyone. But someone named Ari DM'd me and said, hello, fellow witch, you wonderful human you. I saw that you reposted this and sending you all the love back from Asheville. It was just a video on like what's going on. We haven't had power, service, water for almost a week, connected to Wi-Fi to see news updates. Our city is hurting. Your downloads of your pod with Katie have kept me sane, which I thought was really sweet. Our community isn't getting the attention it needs, and we hear they are turning outside states' help away. You reposting this means the world. As a disrespectfully girly, just wanted to say I see you and thank you for being you. Again, so sweet. We're thinking about you, so I hope you're listening to this right now, and I hope that you are safe and that your loved ones are safe. And for anyone out there that's suffering or going through this, we do see you. If you haven't heard a lot about what is going on there, please tap into that. And there are many resources as to ways in which we can contribute and mostly hold space. I wish there was more that we could do, but I just want to let you know that we are thinking about you out there.
Yeah.
So that's that.
That's that.
I think that's our episode.
Thanks for listening. Kay, love you. Bye.
Babe, you're gonna see the power of women, like disrespectfully.